Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today is a special video because I'm going to talk about an issue that comes up quite a bit in a 2.5 year long game, or 2.5 year plus long game at this point. How do you deal with burnout when playing a game like War of the Visions? I've been asked this question on stream a lot, YouTube comments, all of that, and finally one of my mods on Discord was like, well, why don't you just make a YouTube video about it? And I was like, hey, YouTube videos, I make those, let's do it. So I was sitting at school today thinking about this, and I had some points that I wrote down. I took some notes because, you know, that's what nerds do. And here we go. Let me tell you what I wrote down about dealing with burnout and just some general tips and stuff like that. The first thing I wrote down, let the good times flow and feel no pressure. The feeling no pressure part, I think, is the most important bit. This is a video game. You are meant to enjoy yourself. This is meant to be something that can otherwise distract you from things in life or take your mind off of things that you don't, enjoy as much. Let it be a fun thing. There's going to be stuff you enjoy in this game more than others, so lean all into those and enjoy it. And if the game is not providing you that same level of enjoyment at the time, you might consider just moving to just doing your dailies, maybe swinging in your guild war or something like that, and then just doing something else with your free time, and let that be a guilt-free feeling for you. This game's been out for over 2.5 years. I'm day one player, been playing the whole time. There have been so many times where my motivation level has just been a little bit low for a while. Now, I also cover this game professionally, right? So even then, I will still take a little bit of, I'll call it time off. Now, I'm always following what's happening, right? I'm always paying attention, but there's a lot of days where I'm like, hey, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to log in during our guild wars, I'm going to take a swing there, and then I'm going to do most of my dailies, or all of my dailies, and then maybe Tactics Ogre Remake is coming out, and I'm like, I want to put my gaming energy into that, boom, I'll just go do it. It's awesome. Now, if you're in a guild, right, don't just ditch your guild. Don't just, say nothing and go AFK for 3 weeks and then be mad when they're not ready to accept you back. Be responsible about it, but make sure you're having fun. I think that's my biggest thing, is I have consistently played this game for 2.5 years, and I play as much every day as fun that I can have. Right now is a great time in this game for me. Like, I'm enjoying this game. This is the video game I want to play the most in my life right now. That's not always the case, so just let those times come and go. Okay, I spent too much time on that point. Let me move on. My second point does tie into that a little bit. I wrote down, go for the content that you enjoy the most, and then skip the other stuff. Just skip it. There's an account review coming in at the end of this video that really highlights this. It's another day one player with a really banger account, but it's pretty clear when you look at that account what that person does not enjoy. And I'll point those things out. It's a perfect tie into this video, so that was a happy little mistake. Definitely didn't plan for that. Let me list a few things that I really enjoy about this game. Guild raids, limited guild wars. Those are the two, maybe the two most hype things for me personally. Guild raids, are my favorite PvE part of this game. I love sitting there thinking, okay, we got this new vision card. Can I put that new vision card on Medina and then take advantage of her speed to make her a good PvE unit? Can she team up with these other units? How can I get my score a little bit higher? Like, that scoreboard bit of it, that competitive nature makes me enjoy guild raids a lot. It's sort of how I used to feel about Trials of Reckoning. Since then, Trials of Reckoning has become something I still don't hate, but I will mostly just like auto farm passively now, and I don't feel bad about that. It's okay. Look, their lightning just killed their whole team. That was hilarious. It's okay for me to not like a part of this game as much as I used to like it. Don't feel guilty about that at all. I've just let guild raids be my #1 PvE thing. Let's take something like Arena, for example. On the screen right now, you're watching me do some arena fights. This is my second attempt at recording this video, so I've already done several fights. This is the most arena fights I've done in a day in 3 weeks. Because there's a lot of days where the only fight I do in Arena is my daily. Because there's other things I want to do more in the day, I'm going to go ahead and use an arena restore right here so I could keep having something going on in the background. There might just be other things I want to do in this game more than I want to do in that day. Or there might be other games I want to play, and I don't want to waste time making an arena run. That being said, when my motivation for arena is high, and I'm like, yo, I'm going for top 1,000 this week, I'm going for top 100 this week, well, at least then all my energy pots, or my arena restore pots that I've collected from logging into the game, they're waiting for me, and I can make that deep run. So again, it's a motivation thing. Pick the stuff that you like to do and go hard on that, and then again, don't feel bad about skipping the other stuff. Okay, next up, I wrote down, big time collabs and anniversaries seem to be the most hype times to play. Question, does community hype matter in an online game? My answer to that is absolutely. Now, you might not care. You might live on a personal island of motivation, and you say, I like what I like. I could care less about what the world thinks. I'm going to do what makes me happy, and to heck with everybody else. And if that's you, you are a special individual, and I'm a little bit jealous of that. Personally, and maybe this is also because I cover this game and have my own community, I love it when there is hype around the game. When the community is fired up, it just adds a whole nother level of motivation to me. And so I think some of the best times to play this game are during mainline collaborations, because there's always big fan bases of those games, and they come out and they're like, man, I'm so excited for Cloud, or when Sephiroth coming out, I love Lightning, all of this stuff. That's so fun. And during Final Fantasy Tactics collaborations, because I think almost anybody playing this game probably came from Final Fantasy Tactics, so we all have more units from that game we'd like to see in here. I love that community hype though. Whenever the community is hyped up about the game, there's more positivity. This is a really good game. I know there's haters out there, and like, whatever, be a hater. This is a great mobile game. It's deep, it has flaws, there are things wrong with it, sure, but this is a great game. Enjoy it, and when the whole community's enjoying it together, I think that's a wonderful time to play. So, if you're wondering when you would be a good time to come back to the game or something like that, maybe during a collaboration would be a good time. Anniversaries, kind of the same thing, right? There's always really good banners, really good deals during the anniversaries. Sometimes there'll be like official live streams that are really fun. That's great. So I think that would be my third point. The fourth thing I wrote down is just the word marathon. I think this is an important thing to just remember when you're playing a game like, well, I'll just say the whole name, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. What a name, but something to remember when you're playing this game. It's been out for over 2.5 years. I've played every day. Some days I sprint, some days I walk, some days I jog. That's how you do a game that's been out this long. There are so many people who play the game, come back to the game, leave, come back, and you know what? That is fine. That is absolutely fine. And like, I don't, like, if that's you, don't be embarrassed. You might, again, I think people will be surprised at how many people are embarrassed to admit that they quit the game, and that embarrassment was something keeping them from coming back. They're like, well, I quit, and I sort of just didn't want to like show my face again. What? Dude, this community is really good and really welcoming to returning players. The returning player rewards are good. It's a marathon. I think this game still has several years of life left in it. So just take it at your own speed. Enjoy the trip. That's it. So those are my thoughts on burnout. Those are kind of the ways that I deal with it. Those would be the tips I would give to somebody who is looking for them, and that's my little YouTube video. So I hope you enjoyed these random arena fights in the background. I think the account review that I'm going to show will highlight two things that a lot of people have strong feelings about with trust stones and selection quests. So look forward to that, and thank you guys for watching. I hope to enjoy this game with all of you for many years to come. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. Enjoy the account review. That's next, actually. And today's bonus account review comes to us from Black Sheep. Black Sheep, thank you so much for being a member on the YouTube channel and all of that continued support that you have shown me. So let's do a bit of an account flex / showcase for you. And this account, when I was looking through it, reminded me of two things. One, what does a day one player who has spent some money have in their account? You can see Royal Rank 12 on the screen. So a whale, at least not a humongous like super whale. We're not into Royal Rank 13 or anything like that, but somebody who has spent some money in the game. And somebody who does not like to do some of the more, let's call it tedious things in the game. That's what you're going to see in this account review. So to start, you see Royal Rank 12, there we are there, long way from 13. Mastery level, this is the first big flex, all platinum. I still have one myself, it's fire, that is not plat. I could work on getting that to plat if I, whenever I feel like it, but congrats dude. This is a big accomplishment, this is really cool. All platinum mastery levels, that's cool. Now, units. Not a ton to say about units, right? I'm sorry my face is kind of blocking the lower left one. That's Terra, if you couldn't tell. You have all of the good fire units, necessary ones. Raldor, very worth taking to 120. He was a big star on the last Friday Night Fights tournament with Ice rising in popularity and Raldor getting his master ability too. This man is humongous. He's huge right now. He's a big deal. And then look at old Minwoo sitting at level 79. Definitely one of the more, tedious / hard things to do, especially if you're not somebody who invests into MR or less units, is leveling up the selection quest units. So Minwoo just sitting at 79, that'll be a theme that we see kind of over and over again. Ice, real good Ice roster right here. The level 99 Eliza, would highly recommend jumping her up to level 120. And I want to try this out a little bit still, but Medina with the new 3-hit magic vision card might be a top tier chaining unit in the game. If the unit, like in the current guild raid, is very slash resistant. So I'm going to do a little more exploring on that myself, and then there's your selection quest unit stuck at level 79. For wind, yeah, I'm hiding Moore's face, but you got the big boys right here. Sottily, I don't see a Beachbody Jaden, and in fact I would say wind might be, you got plenty of wind. You could definitely play wind if you want, but you are missing like the new Glassy. Oh no, never mind, there she is. She's at level 104, so you probably got her done. Yeah, really what, Summer Jaden is the one missing thing here, and then your wind selection unit stuck at level 60. That's fine. You know, it's Gargus. Okay, for Earth, where's your Earth selection unit? Moraga at 107. Okay, your highest selection quest unit yet. You've got the Evade people. You've got the Oberon Noctis combo here behind my face. I think Luelle has really come into her own. Queen Ma Cherie, you got her at level 99. I would like these two casters right here pair together really well. And you've even got Eileen at level 107. The goddess herself makes a show up. She's not quite up here with the rest of them, but your Earth's doing fine. I bet you're not a big-time Earth player, though. Just guessing by what I see. For Lightning, you've got the big-ticket DPS units in Cloud, Esther, Ibarra. You've got Lightning. I'm guessing she's probably done. These pictures are a little old at this point. I'm betting your Lightning is finished. Orlando's done. Resnick would definitely be worth leveling if you want to be like a big-time Lightning PvE player. Let's see, Skahal might also be a good chaining option for Lightning with the new card. So that's something to think about. That would be something to think about right there. And then where's your Lightning selection unit? Velny's at level 115. That's a very high level selection quest unit for this account. Okay, for water, there's Celis. Where's Astrius? You have them, you're working on him, that's great. Rachez at level 107, she's good. She's good if you ever want to level her up. But you have so many other options here, you don't really need to. Again, we're really flexing. You got the farm, Celis, Aerith, Moore, Titus. You can do a lot of stuff right here. For light, yeah, it's a whole page of 120s almost. Rams is not quite up there yet, but I bet you get him up there. You got the evasion people. You're ready to go with light. Dark, same kind of story here, although not quite as developed as your light. You just picked up Halloween Lucia. She's already MLB'd, so you've probably been using the heck out of her in Limited Guild Wars. I know I have. She's really, really strong. Lemure's getting up there. Dark Fina, Black Rose Helena, Ruinstern. Where's Dark Leela? Yeah, Dark Leela plus Joker is like the missing thing here. That's like for this account, that's something I would have, like if this was a guild application to our guild, I'd have been like, wow, okay, you can run like everything but Leela Joker, basically. Still, you would definitely make it. This account's units would definitely make the cut for getting into our guild. Leela is a dang good unit. Now, vision cards. Not going to spend too much time here. Let's count how many pages of level 99 vision cards you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a half. 5.5 pages of level 99 vision cards with just a few getting close up here. So really a nice selection of stuff to have on your daily quest grind right now. Getting those up. Espers, you got the 3 colorless big boys, and then you just had like all the rest of them and they're leveled up. So I'm just not even going to show that. We don't even need to. He's got them all. They're leveled. Let's do another flex. Let's count pages of max level weapons. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages of level +5 or +6 weapons. That's a big flex. So you definitely will do the auto farming. Like this account is a auto farm awesome account. Like you farm out the new stuff. That's wonderful. For your armor, note all of the raid armor. So you will definitely go hard on the raids. This is a great selection. You have 4 winter coat +5s, 2 black garbs. You can make more than one 5-man evasion team if you ever thought that was something you needed to do. I love the brigandines, the knight armors. Yeah, really good stuff there. We go to the next page. You can see here's the MR stuff. You've been working on that too. As far as accessories, you already had 2 +5 Hope Scarf at this point, so awesome. Jack Frost all at +5. Someday I'll find those Ice Mega Cris to get mine +5. 2 Shinra Bangles, 3 Shinra Bangles. That's amazing. Really, really strong account. And then right here, you've got the, this was to show the other thing that you don't work on in this account, which is Trust Stones. Look at these tickets. I wish so much that I had 37 UR Trust Stone tickets and 41 MR Trust Stone tickets. Oh my goodness. And Trust Stones were the other thing that you mentioned that you like just don't work on. So this is kind of an example of an account where like he farms, plays the game, farms the game, is having a great time, just has passed on the stuff that Black Sheep considers tedious, which is Trust Stones and Selection Quest units, is what I would say there. So overall, it's a really good account. You can have all the fun you want to with this account, and Black Sheep, just thank you for the support. I'm always happy to show off an account if you want to become that Saint of Eileen member, so thank you for doing it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.